Hi, what's up, y'all? Driver Oz here. Let's talk about all this stuff that went down yesterday on January 6th, 2021. All right, for a month or so, we've been hearing that this was going to be a day where our voices were heard. Because we've been told for 2 months by Republicans that the election was stolen. We were shown facts. We were shown all kinds of information, all kinds of evidence. Being told that as American people, we need to stand up. We need to stand up for the country, or it's going to fall into communism and all this, okay? We've been told that for 2 months. And yesterday was, people say it's a black day in American history, or a dark day in American history and all this. That's actually not true. That was going to happen. And our elected officials kept pushing us, kept telling us we had to do something. We got to stand up. We got to do something. Check it out. The moment we stand up and do something, boom, all of them tuck tail and run. Even President Trump. We don't condone this type of behavior. Of course. Why does everybody feel the need to make a statement now? Republicans, conservative news, supposedly conservative news networks and all this. Why does everybody have to make a statement? We don't condone this type of activity. We don't condone this. I want to know where the leftist media was, the leftists, the Democrats were, when Antifa and BLM was burning all these cities down and looting and all this shit. When did they step up and say they didn't condone that? They didn't do it. And it wasn't that, all the people weren't even out of the Capitol yesterday. And all these conservatives and Republicans was calling in these shows and all this shit and saying, oh, we don't agree with this. We don't condone this. Well, of course we don't condone it. That type of behavior is looked down on, of course. Why do you feel the need to have to say that? Why do you have to make a statement about that? When you guys have been pushing for this for 4 years, actually, we need to stand up. And then, check it out. Nobody stood up for the people that did that. Nobody gave any reason for the people that did that. They just said it gave our country a black eye and all this. Man, we've been played. By voting Republican, we've been played this whole damn time. And it's fouled up. Because none of the Republicans stood up and said anything positive yesterday, really. And all this stuff went down right after Ted Cruz got up and pointed out the election issues and all that. And right after that is when everything happened. Alright, so they still went through. They pushed Biden through. We all know there was election irregularities. Our president let this happen. And I believe he cared about us. He kept telling us that the swamp was big and it was deep. We didn't realize how big and how deep it was. See, all these Republicans used Trump to get reelected themselves. And these judges and all this shit used him to get put into place. And then as soon as the shoes on the other foot were there, they need to step up and help him out, they all dissed him. They all shit on him. They did. They all shit on us as American people. They really did. We got used, man. We got used. If anything, if I learned anything from 2020 is that elections are rigged, and all politicians are the same. They're all in the same bed. They're all in the same bed. They're all in the same boat. They don't give a damn about us. They just give a damn about themselves and their pockets. So I'm not sure if I'll ever vote again now. After all the bullshit that I heard yesterday, I'm not sure I'll ever vote again, either way. I can honestly say that. Because we don't have a voice, you know. People getting chastised and beat down yesterday for what happened, which all this buildup led to that. Surprisingly, only one person was killed. Prayers to her family. She was a 14-year Air Force veteran. Young, she was younger than me. And got shot by Capitol Police. For what, I don't know, because one dude was acting crazy is what I heard by a man that actually videoed it. But on the other end of that, there's proof. There's proven pictures that Antifa infiltrated the patriots that were there for Trump. And they were the ones acting out and going crazy there. They're probably the ones that knocked the doors in. There's pictures of them standing inside the Capitol. It's proven. You know, and in all the chaos and all that, people that were there for the president followed the crowd, went right on in. You know, yeah, they broke windows and things like that. You know what? We stormed our own Capitol. That's our Capitol. We pay for that. We pay for that every fucking day. No officials were hurt. That's what we kept being told. Stand up, make your voice heard. We had a pretty damn loud voice yesterday. But it fell on deaf ears. That was bullshit, people. We were used, and then they twisted it around to make us look bad for being Americans, for standing up what we believe in. You know, I believe that Trump had great intentions for the country. He wasn't a politician. And he was trying to bend and stay in the middle for 4 years. He tried to get along with the other side. You know, they impeached him for no reason. For no reason. Because Joe Biden did way worse than what Trump did and admitted it and was bragging about it. And he's going to be he's the president, or he's going to be the president now. That's that's where the bullshit is. And Trump was a pawn in this. It makes me believe that almost every election's been rigged. It really does. Because if you think back on it, nothing ever really moves forward. In politics, it only gets worse. We just end up getting more of our rights taken away. We get our privacy invaded more. We get taxed more. We get used more. We get more burdens placed on our back to support this bullshit. It's something to think about, people. It's fouled up, man. It is fouled up, man. And I can honestly say I don't believe I'll ever vote again. I think I'm done with the whole voting process. It was obvious yesterday that, well, on election day, that our voices are not actually heard. It was obvious yesterday our voices aren't actually heard. We did what we were told. We stood up for what we thought was right. We tried to get up in their face. And they ran. And then they threw us all under the bus to save face. After they've been telling us, you need to stand up. Stand up. It's what Americans do. Well, where the fuck are y'all at? You're in government and you're not true Americans because you ran away. Cowered down, and then you condemned us for what happened. This shit is crazy, man. I'm beginning to think that the Antifa people may be right. They may be right. Because the left and the right are shitty. They proved that to us yesterday when they didn't stand up for us. They just chose to take the high road and throw us all under the bus. Pretty aggravated today, people. And it ain't even really got nothing to do with Trump not being the president, regardless of what some people's going to say. I'm going to get chastised for that probably, but I don't give a damn. I've thought in the back of my mind for a long time that this shit was rigged against us, and we were all being manipulated by both sides. It's not just Republicans, it's Democrats too. Because we did what we was asked yesterday. We stood up. I wasn't there personally, but I was there in spirit. I felt it. Those people standing up. Rolling down that street. But let's face it, we don't have no damn say-so. Our votes don't count. think that's going to be the name of this video. Our votes don't count. And I've stood up for these people for 5 years. And now I feel like a dumbass for it. So I guess we will we'll do whatever they say we'll do. 'Cause there's no voting, there's no right or wrong. It's all what they want. So it is what it is. America got played yesterday. It wasn't just Republicans. It wasn't just Democrats. We all got played yesterday. True colors were shown yesterday. And it's eye-opening. But I got a lot more, but it's all good. It ain't all good. It actually sucks, but you know, it is what it is, people. The only thing dark about yesterday was realizing that we got played and then we got through under the bus. Once we stood up, we got through under the bus. That's the only thing dark about yesterday. The American people got done dirty. In front of the whole world. We all got done dirty. But that's all I got for this video. Later, y'all. Pina coladas.